is what's going on in this MassiveJoes Weekly.
What? Another delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 93, Neve. Can you tell I'm back on the cardio train, brother? How's that VO2 max?
Sit back a bit, mate.
How's the VO2 max? I'll sit close, I don't give a
Sit back, because you're making me go blurry.
Really? How's the facial recognition on the new 4K? Struggling a little bit. It's kind of thinking, why is that guy in the background's head so small? Topics of discussion, Neve.
New products coming soon. Drops an article, AskNeve. So not a whole.
Oh shit! Well, that means we get to spend some extra tending, love, and care in the AskNeve section of the AskNeve variety of this sectional variety program.
I feel like I got some baguette in my tooth.
You reckon? A little bit of baguette. You've been eating baguettes, have you?
Yeah.
Yeah. First topic of discussion, Neve.
My forearms. Look at how lean they are.
Oh, very shredded. Look at them. Look at them. Out of focus, but shredded.
Mate, look at that. Out of focus and still C-vein.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
You need to get a hair. That's the worst haircut.
What's the first topic of discussion, you
Well, we talked about my baguette teeth and my thick skin forearms, so new products.
Ah, hit him.
Are you going to talk about
Yeah, I am. Look at the hair on the hose. Look at that Fury Fade. 1 week old Fury Fade at the moment, man. Look at that shit. That shit is on point. I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest with the viewers though. Boss Josh and I are having a bit of a hair off at the moment.
Oh yeah?
We're seeing who can grow the.
who can get more spunk here?
Who can grow the longest mane.
Yeah.
And he's leading at the moment, so
do you know I'm growing?
So I've got work to do.
And did you know that me and Boss Josh have decided that I'm growing an Anakin Skywalker rat's tail?
Yeah, nice.
So it starts here, just behind my left ear.
Awesome.
And runs down here.
And so when will I be expecting your letter of resignation?
Why can't I shave my head? I can't shave my head. The two most.
Can I get back to my story, please?
The two best things.
Can I get back to my story?
A shaved head or an Anakin Skywalker rat's tail.
Correct. Back to my story. My hair is now, the Fury Fade is at that uncomfortable length where it's like, it's in between being long enough to kind of like stay in place and like, but not short enough to like stay in place. Yeah. So whenever I kind of like put my head down and shit, see that? Yeah, it like just comes straight out. So I'm continuously doing this like a fucking high maintenance pushy cat throughout the day.
Well, you are though.
To keep the shit on point.
You are though.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
New products.
Yeah.
So,
I'm just going to point out, we're skipped back in stock this week.
Yeah, everything's back in stock.
Which is fantastic. I love it when there's nothing back in stock because it means that things aren't out of stock.
Well, everything is either out of stock or nothing arrived that we hoped it would. I can think of one thing that didn't arrive that we thought it would.
Yeah, I can too. That'll be in episode 94.
Next week it'll be in.
Yeah.
Anyway, new products. So Rule 1 protein. So they're hydrolyzed. What's it called? Rule 1.
The company's called Rule 1.
I know that, but what's
the protein's called R1 protein.
Yeah. So it's the hydrolyzed lean isolate protein.
Well, it's a blend of isolate and hydrolyzed.
Yeah. By Rule 1.
It's a new company, new brand, new product.
You've just tried. I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah. What the raw reviews dropping real soon.
You've just tried it in 3 flavors.
Yeah.
First thoughts?
Amazing.
Blender ball required?
Well, there's a couple of things I'm not gonna give too much away because I want you guys to go. No. Let me just say, get glass of water. Let's just say, blender bottle, fill up with water, drop the Rule 1 in there, swirl, mix.
What's a swirler?
Done.
Not even a shaker.
I've never seen a protein do that before. Never. In the history of proteins, never. It's like you know what it's like? It's like when you put bloody creatine or a pre-workout in water and just swirl it and it mixes. Yeah. It's phenomenal. And the taste and the price.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal hammer.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Next topic of discussion, Nick.
Coming soon. So Yeah Buddy pre-workout.
Yep.
Sit back a little bit, mate.
Sorry, man. My bad. Apologies.
Look, you spend $27,000 on a new camera. Can't focus on more than one thing at once. He's done a Neve.
Pretty much. Calling it a 4K, we're going to call it the Neve camera.
Can only focus on one thing at once. All right, so yeah. I don't know why I'm putting it up like this.
Neither do I. I think you're trying to block yourself out of the weekly word, to be honest.
Anyway, all right, so yeah, buddy pre-workout.
Yes.
Core Grow. So we spoke about it last week.
Yes.
Core Nutrition was
all due next week.
Revolutionary mass gainer.
All these products that you're about to go through, the Yeah Buddy pre-workout.
That's what coming soon means.
The Core Grow. No, but I'm saying that last week we said they're about 2 weeks away. This week they're coming next week.
Your flavor.
So in next week's weekly word, that will be in the new products category.
Yeah. Look at the veins.
Yeah, shredded.
Hoses up there.
Yeah.
Your flavor spices should be here like Monday or Tuesday next week.
Yeah.
And Optimum Nutrition Fat Burner, that's still a while off, I think.
Sorry? What was that?
The Optimum Nutrition Fat Burner.
Optimum's got a fat burner?
They've got 27 flavors of amino energy. They might have the...
Is that releasing the same time as the testosterone booster as well?
I think it is. I think it is here. I'm trying to find some further details on it.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Drop sets article.
Yes. Dilip, go ahead and throw up the artwork for this new article featuring Dwayne Johnson.
This is a terrible episode, isn't it?
This is an amazing episode. This is my favourite episode of Weekly Word thus far. It's very relaxed.
Yeah.
You seem to be very relaxed.
It's because I've had 27 scoops of amino energy myself.
Yeah, see, that'd do it. And Optimum, the new fat burner.
Yeah. All right, talk about your article.
Dilip, go ahead and throw up the artwork of the new article, Drop Sets. It was written by Crispy, one of Crispy's finest works. Awesome article. And you're probably thinking, how much can you write on Drop Sets? This is the most comprehensive article I've ever read on Drop Sets.
Well, so many options. Do you drop after the 7th rep? Do you drop after the 8th rep?
How much do you drop by? Ascending, descending, what happens to the reps? It really, it is the most comprehensive, balls deep article on Drop Sets that I've ever read.
Do you know? I don't know.
It's phenomenal. So even if you think you know everything you need to know about Drop Sets, go read this article.
I don't know.
Link is in the description box.
You used to do it back in the day, but I used to do it, and I don't do it. But I think I used to have tremendous biceps.
Yeah.
Used to
Back
before
in the
I started
day.
powerlifting and just neglected them totally.
Yeah.
And now I'm playing terrible catch-up games.
Yeah, you are.
But did you ever play like up the rack, down the rack with bicep curls?
Yeah, running the rack.
Yeah,
that's in the article.
Phenomenal.
Yep. It's called running
Why
the
don't
rack.
we do that anymore though?
Well, we can.
I've never done that with you in like 4 years.
We're training biceps tonight.
It has to happen.
Yeah. Anyway, go check out the article. Links in the description box. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Awesome.
Straight into it. I'm happy we've got extra time for AskNeve because some of these questions are
Sit back a little bit, man.
Questions.
I want to say, just quickly before we get into this, is thanks to everyone that came out to MassiveJoes last week. A lot of our YouTube subscribers, namely...
I was going to save that for the end of the video,
Okay.
but that's cool. Go hit it now.
No, because it just made me think, I don't know if he's asked a question, but finally met Dev Bagani.
Dev Bagani.
Who asked, is there any question from Dev?
No, there's
anyway.
no.
Yeah, so finally got to meet guys like Dev and a lot of people who obviously watch our channel.
Yeah. What about Rusty TMJ for life?
Oh, Big Russ.
Big Russ Johnson.
Big Russ is trying.
What a phenomenal bloke.
Phenomenal.
Fantastic.
A lot of guys that obviously follow us on YouTube and girls follow us on YouTube. So it's cool to meet all of you guys and girls.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming out, man. The Morley store opening
and especially
was
the
crazy.
come and train. Yeah, you can come and train.
Yeah.
I reckon there was at least like 20 of us there.
Well, we each had to
20
take two people each.
Yeah.
Like every single person had to take 2 people each. It was. You guys will see it in the episode 1 of the Raw vlog. It's called West Side Story. Part 1 is already live on the YouTube. That's the night before, and then part 2 will be going live over the weekend, and that's the store grand opening. So you'll see all these infamous characters in real life through YouTube on your computer screen or your mobile screen or whatever device
iPad,
you're watching us
Samsung.
Anyway, Donna Tyree must be related to Kyrie Irving. Donna wants to know, I have extremely tight hips and lower back, and after my workout, I always seize up no matter what area I train. What are your thoughts on the use of power plates after a workout to help stop my hips seizing up?
Is that the thing you stand on?
I think they are, and they vibrate and shit.
Yeah, I'd probably just look more just at stretching.
I would. Yeah.
I mean, I've personally never used
tight hips and lower back.
But if you got tightness, I mean, it depends on obviously what work you do. I mean, you and I both get quite tight hips. From sitting down at a desk all day and driving around. So it depends on what.
Our hips are closed most of the day.
Yeah, depends on what your job is. But yeah, I'd definitely try stretching.
Yeah.
Even if you're getting tightness throughout the workout, is during your rest period.
Yeah.
If you like myself, to his phone and can probably use it more efficiently.
Yeah.
Probably spend that time stretching and just.
Foam rolling, myofascial release.
But if you're tight in the hips, it's more stretching.
Well, not necessarily. If you're tight in the hips, it could be a tight ITB, it could be tight quads, it could be all those muscles glutes around your hips. Yeah. Could be very tight. Honestly, I think the use of power plates probably makes it worse.
Because your muscles will be contracting.
Your muscles are going to contract, which
is
the whole. It kind of defeats the purpose. But I'd definitely be looking at stretching, foam rolling, myofascial release. If you can get some deep tissue massage, that'd be a great idea as well.
Yeah.
A few different tips in there. David B wants to know, hi, Big Neve and Massive Joe. Just watched Sup Wars of Core Z and Blackstone Labs and Nisa Tires. My question is, I tried both products as I work night and have trouble getting more than 4 hours of sleep. And what I have found is that neither product helped to improve my sleep. Why could this be? Side note on these products, I don't get any side effects from either product, so no grogginess from anesthetized. Thanks for taking the time to answer my question, guys, and stay massive.
What I've found in neither product has improved my sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe
neither Core Z or Blackstone Labs anesthetized is helping our brother David.
Maybe just because you're not getting enough sleep as it is.
I would.
4 hours sleep is not enough to be. I don't believe this is coming from the boy who can sleep wherever.
Yeah.
But even for you yourself, we'll have to say that sleeping from, like, say, 2 at night till 6 in the morning.
It's not ideal.
Or 1 till 5.
I do it frequently because I have no choice, but it's not ideal. Especially if you're doing 4 hours of sleep like 7 nights a week and not actually getting any catch-up sleep in there, man. I mean, nothing's going to improve your quality of your sleep. What's going to improve the quality is to get more sleep, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be the most important issue, man.
I'd just try and at least get I don't quite think even on 4 hours sleep is you go up feeling refreshed off a sleep.
Hell no. No.
So you're probably not.
You just need more sleep,
if
brother.
you're using it on like a Saturday night where most people, if you're fortunate enough to be able to sleep in on like a Sunday morning, that's when you're going to get the
benefits.
Benefits
yeah.
from it. So.
Sean William wants to know, do you guys have any tips for dealing with elbow pain when doing tricep extensions, in particular, skull crushers? T-Rex.
It's to do a lot with like forearm tightness.
Yeah.
If we can get in. So when you're going like this, the forearm tightness, it hurts like in here or in here.
Yeah.
It's to do with the forearms or just general tightness through the biceps and triceps.
Yeah.
So one thing I do is like pressure point release.
Yeah.
But also, just if you can, something like in a fixed position, like an easy bar curl, easy curl bar, English, right?
Yeah.
Does hurt my elbows.
Yeah.
So something that I do is I use like a rope, overhead cable extension, and get them, and that way because my hands can, it's a rope, so they're not in a fixed position.
Yeah.
Let me fuck my arms around.
Yeah.
Like I just don't care.
Yeah.
But because my hands aren't in a fixed position, my elbows don't get sore.
Yeah. Nicholas Karakizos wants to know, hey guys, I used to play footy NRL representative level and was going to the gym every day. I had to have surgery on my hand, which means I couldn't do anything for 6 months, which I gained a bit of weight. Then after healing and going to basketball, I tore my ACL and need surgery soon, and now I can't get motivated to train again. How would you go about getting back into it? It's had a bad run, man.
Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
I mean, for me personally, if I've had haven't had the best run with, say, my diet, or training, personally, I use myself as motivation. So like could be an old photo, or it could be something like that where I was in shape, or was at a leaner body fat, or was at a stronger. I was pulling more weight. Stuff like that, I use myself as motivation. I mean, if you look in the mirror and you've got a little bit of handles at the back, or your stomach's jiggling around, bouncing around, or whatever. you're gonna not feel as good about yourself. So I use myself as motivation.
Most definitely. I'm going to come back to, I get asked on Periscope about this a lot, about goal setting and stuff, and motivation in particular.
If it was somebody else, I'd say have like a week or so off away from the gym.
Yeah.
Because generally, if I lose all motivation, if I don't just have sort of 7 days off, or you can just have 7 to 14 days off, whatever you want. But yeah, obviously time away from the gym can also improve your motivation.
The biggest thing for me, Nick, is goal setting, man. Like, set a goal. And your goal, you know, because you've been through injuries and that, your goal, it doesn't matter what it is, but you need to have something you're working towards. That is ultimately what's going to motivate you. If you don't have something you're working towards, you're going to lose motivation. Because the purpose for you doing what you're doing has no end result. And therefore, when things get tough, there's no consequence for it because there's no end result to hold yourself accountable. So I would set a goal, make sure it's a SMART goal. SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, time-bound, and realistic. Make sure it ticks all of those boxes, man, and work your ass off towards it.
And especially being an ex-NRL representative.
No shit, man.
I mean,
you know this.
You've been
You know this!
You've been at the top level.
BMBMX92, hey guys, I have a question about counting macros. I do shift work and sometimes I'm up for 18 plus hours at a time due to going from night shift to day shift. Because I'm cutting, I'm finding it hard to making 2,400 calories last over the time I'm awake. Should I fast for a certain amount of time for my macros to reset, or what should I do?
I mean, I'm on twice as many calories as you're on, so luckily I don't have this problem.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when I have had lower calorie days, is I try and make my first meal last out as long as I can. So if I wake up at say 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. and beat on a Sunday or whatever, and I know you fast on generally after a cheat meal.
Yes. But
if you can, and you cut your calories, so if you can last for as long as you can this next day. Yeah. So I mean, if you wake up at 7 and maybe you don't eat your first meal till like midday. Yeah. Then you've already cut out 5 hours. So I mean, you're still going to try and fit all your meals into like 12 hours now instead of 18 hours.
I mean, it's going to be tough, man. 2,400 calories, making 2,400 calories last for any guy is going to be tough, especially when you're trying to make it last over a period of 18 hours.
Other things like water, like drinking water. There's a lot of little things.
It doesn't help.
It helps me.
Chewing gum helps me a little bit.
Water helps me if I'm full on water.
I mean, like honestly, when I'm on 2,400 calories, man, that's like the last 2 weeks leading into a show for me, and I'm usually up for 18 hours because I don't sleep very well when I'm that deep into a cut anyway. You just have to suck it up. Like there's really no other way about it. Just suck it up. Know that it's going to be hard, and just do what you have to do mentally to get through it. Blaine Likens wants to know. My brother Blaine. Hey guys, got a question about splits.
Do you reckon he's insane in the membrane?
Blaine, insane in the membrane. My training partner and I are having issues coming up with a split to do together. We both have wide, huge backs and pretty good shoulders. He needs to grow his chest.
Not a bad head on him
either. He needs to grow his chest, and I need to grow my arms. Doesn't this sound familiar, Big Neve boss?
It does.
Chest is a fairly decent area for me, but my arms is by far his best. I wouldn't go so far as to say my best, but they're not bad. Like Drug Miller arms. How can we split up our workouts? We like bro splits, but we need a weak area day, but we have different weak areas. How do we fix this? Thanks and stay massive. Our hamstrings and calves are bigger than Jake's. Everyone's are, man. Everyone's are. Even Neve's.
So Joel and I are exactly the same as we train every day.
We're exactly the same.
Except my arms are shit and Joe's chest is what needs
horrible.
It's not horrible.
It's horrible.
It just needs bringing
it's
up
disgusting.
to the rest of your physique.
What chest?
So Joel and I train chest together. I'll just give you our split. We train chest together Monday.
Yep.
Back together Tuesday.
Yep.
Shoulders together Wednesday. Thursday is where you hit your second chest session for the week.
Correct.
Which is where I hit my first arm session for the week.
Correct.
Friday night we hit quads or legs together.
Yep.
Saturday we both hit arms.
So that's your second arms, my first arms.
And your first arms.
Yep.
And then Sunday is generally an off day or a cardio day.
Yes. So I'm hitting my weak area twice a week. He's hitting his weak areas twice a week, and then everything else matches up. Because you guys are exactly the same situation as us, I would suggest you do the exact same split as us.
I mean, on Thursday nights, we still train at the gym, and Joe can still wave to me if he feels lonely over in the corner in the squat rack or over in the
Hi, Neve.
over in the pec deck. You can have a little wave, but you're gonna have unfortunately you're gonna have to train apart for maybe a day or week.
Yeah, that's it. But copy our split. Like, for real, you're exactly the same as us. We both have wide, huge backs. Well, I wouldn't say we're both wide and huge, but we've both got pretty strong backs. We've both got pretty strong shoulders. I need to grow my chest. You need to grow your arms. We're almost exactly the same. Yeah. Insane in the membrane. Where's Hale? Ace up my sleeve wants to know. Ask Neve. This is a good one. Which brand of BCAAs do you recommend to correct muscle imbalances for my dragon? Left to right or top to bottom? Answer the question.
Well, I think he's obviously just run with the BCAAs for his pet dragon, which I said a while back.
Yeah. But to correct muscle imbalances. I think the dragon's physio has told him that the supplements are affecting one side. Yeah. What would you suggest?
I don't want to say anything to offend anyone, so let's go next.
All right. Taylor Chung.
Taylor. Taylor before.
Taylor wants to know, thanks for the answer, guys. Was absolutely insightful explanation and well-deserved with the title of the People's Company. I've heard tons of debates about sugar versus natural sweetener like stevia, and many were speaking that sweetener is as bad as sugar. I'm curious on your opinion since there are just too many answers out there. P.S. Assume that the person hasn't been using it in a way that is out of control.
I mean, when the person's using stevia, is to take away the calories from sugar and then
correct
and the negative effects of sugar.
Insulin spike.
Yeah, I mean, stevia doesn't have a caloric content.
Yeah,
is the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So I mean, you're not going to. That's the main reason, and that's why people would say it.
Stevia, monk fruits. What else do they use as a natural sweetener? Something starts with O. I can't remember. I'm a big fan of artificial sweeteners.
Sucralose.
No, that's an artificial. That's not natural. I'm a big fan of artificial sweeteners. I love sucralose. Sucralose for me is the best. Acesulfame K, Ace K is another one. There's a bunch of them, but you're specifically talking about natural sweeteners being as bad as sugar. It's complete bullshit. Complete bullshit.
I'd rather have that over sugar, especially for
most definitely. Sugar is the, I'm going to say macronutrient. It's not. It's a specific type of macronutrient. It's a simple carbohydrate. But let's say simple carbohydrates are the specific macronutrient that is causing more health issues in our world, in first world countries today than anything else. Causes diabetes, causes cardiovascular and heart problems, causes obesity. It's and for people to say that natural sweeteners or even artificial sweeteners are as bad as sugar, they're dead. I feel very passionately about this subject. I really do feel passionately.
What was that other thing though that it mimics the effects of sugar and the body thinks it's having sugar anyway?
It's bullshit. Whoever said that knows nothing about hormone responses to simple carbohydrates. How is your pancreas gonna go and secrete insulin because your brain thinks that you've had a sweet food? What sort of bullshit reasoning is that? That is just somebody who is uneducated and is just, I don't know what the their purpose is. It does my head in. I feel very passionately about this. We were discussing this in the office last week because one of our good friends in the industry, Nat, didn't publish, but put on Facebook an article on a study that was done on the sugar intake. Remember that?
What have you got against him?
Because he broadcasts bullshit. That's what I have against him. And this is why I feel very passionately, because people are becoming misinformed because they trust what these people say, and what these people say is misinforming people. It's
yeah.
Anyway, to answer your question, Taylor, stick to your artificial or natural sweeteners. Get sugar out of there. Yeah. Unless post-workout you want insulin response. Yeah. Last question, Big Neve.
Barnard.
Have
you replied to Barney yet, mate?
What? Replied to what?
His Facebook message he sent you 2 days ago. It said that, I want to read what Barney said to me. I feel This is what...
I'm seeing Barney on Monday night at Fern Tree Gully.
Okay, we'll say...
I hope you're coming, Barney. If you ain't coming, we ain't friends no more.
No, but he said he was heartbroken. Where is it?
Yeah.
I was talking to... Where is he? You're not attending no heartbroken.
Yeah, no. Read it out. Read it.
No.
I've seen the message from Barney.
So
I saw the first part. I didn't open it.
This is coming from the #1 YouTube.
Yeah.
#1 customer of MassiveJoes. #1 weekly word.
Just #1 in general.
Yep. The big numero uno.
Yeah.
I messaged Joe.
Yeah.
But I think he is too popular now to reply to me.
Too popular, did he say? I thought he said too busy.
Too popular.
Too popular. Big Barney.
How do you make him feel?
I'm seeing him on Monday night.
Oh, say that
Are
to
you
him.
flying to Melbourne to go see Barney at Anytime Fitness Fern Tree Gully? For the fitness workshop?
I thought Fern Tree Gully was in New South Wales.
No, it's in Melbourne. Just out of Melbourne. Anyway, let's get to Barney's question.
Isn't that where the fern trees, there's the fairies?
What's up, Neve?
What's up?
I don't know. You've mentioned from time to time that you will be competing sometime this year. That's a lot of times in one sentence there, Barney. What are you trying to do to us? Is this really happening or is it a secret operation? And will you be doing a video series like Joe? P.S. Congrats on the new housemate. Looks like it's coming along well. Did you have to fit in custom doorways since you are such a very big boy?
Well, Joe and I were discussing, when were we discussing this?
You need to make a commitment.
No, 2 weeks ago we were discussing.
You need to commit to something.
Commitment issues over here. What's I was saying?
Yeah.
Who's got 2 thumbs and commitment issues?
This guy.
You and I have been talking.
Yeah.
It was like 2 weeks ago at Powerhouse when we were doing, I think we were doing deadlifts or we were doing something or other.
We were training chest.
We were
doing dips on that horrible dip machine.
Yeah. And you said
nemesis.
to me, you said, Steve, you need to make a commitment.
Yeah.
Who's got 2 thumbs and commitment issues? This guy. So, the problem is I am not at this stage, or will ever be, a good bodybuilder. Because I've got shit arms, I've got shit insertion points, one arm's tremendously bigger than the other.
Yeah, different strokes for different folks.
Whereas I'm quite strong, which is where I need to, at this stage, and I enjoy numbers, and I enjoy programming for people, and I enjoy programming for myself. And
you have created the next, the top secret strength mission that we're currently working on right now.
Very top secret.
Mission Impossible Strength Pop. I don't even know what the name
Whatever
is.
it's called, we haven't named it. But anyway, so that's what at the moment is what we're looking at doing, is just getting my strength up and then doing an actual powerlifting meet.
Yes.
Getting my squat up around high 200s, pulling low 300s, and then benching
200.
High 100s.
2.
So once I get on that stage, I mean, the thing is though, and I've always said this, and I've said this to anyone who's asked me, is I'm not interested in competing for the experience.
Yes. You're going to win.
I understand that everyone is entitled to compete.
You ain't going to compete in the sport of spiders.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. You ain't going there to spiders.
I'm not. And that's what a lot of people...
Yeah.
That's fair enough to them. Is if they want to compete, if you want to go on stage and compete and say you've competed, tick it off your bucket list, that's great. I've got no problem. I'll support you 100.
Well, yeah.
But for me, that is not what I'm about. No. I'm not about getting a participation trophy.
No, you're about winning that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to wait for, is till I think I'm at a level, be it bodybuilding, be it powerlifting, be it whatever, where I think that I'll be...
You're just going to keep grinding away until the path shows you the light.
Yeah.
In it.
And that's it.
But you still need to make a commitment.
And at this stage, my commitment is to powerlifting. At this, on the 16th of June.
Ooh.
At this stage, for today, it is on powerlifting. Tomorrow might be different. Tomorrow might be bodybuilding.
Hence the fact who's got commitment issues and 2 thumbs?
This guy.
Big Nevos. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
I just want to say sorry to Barney.
Before I tell the viewers.
Sorry to Barney for not coming, and also for Joe being too popular for you now.
To hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our...
Pointing out here.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes Weekly Word and all the other deliciousness on our YouTube channel. If you're watching on the mobile, Big Neve.
Make sure you turn on the post notification
so you don't miss a thing.
Let you know. And also the email notification, so you get an email sent to your phone or your inbox as soon as one of the new MassiveJoes videos goes live.
Where we come to them from, Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay